holy shit, this game just came out, and while I think it is a good game, it needs to be criticized just a little bit. The first thing that needs to be addressed is the stamina system. You get 50 stamina, and it takes 5 minutes to get 1 stamina. So that's like 4 hours to get complete stamina. But the huge fucking problem with this is that the later maps require 20 stamina or even higher than that. So you have to wait 2 hours to play a 30-second mission, which is fucking stupid. And they address this a little bit by giving 10 stamina pots, but once those are done, you're fucked. Because you have to wait fucking 2 hours to do this in 30 seconds. And if you fuck up the mission at all, you just get robbed of 2 hours of your life. The second issue that I believe needs addressing is the voices and art. Overall, they did a pretty good job, but there needs to be some quality control. Ellie Wood sounds way older than he should, and he looks nothing like his character does.
Want to bend my ear? You need only ask. Both you and this place couldn't be more welcoming. Thank you.
This also applies to many other characters, but unfortunately I cannot unlock all characters because I don't feel like spending $500, and I'd probably not be blessed with RNG. So I'm only going to pick a couple. Sabaki, Hineka, Sarah, and Henry. Sabaki he looks very Japanese, and for some reason he has an American voice, and it's very off-putting.
To do a thing right. I assume that's why you summoned me. If I have any flaws, it's that I fuss too much over my appearance. Gracious thanks, friend, for any and all concern.
Hineka is like a teenager little fucking Pegasus slut, and she sounds like she's 40. Sarah is a 16-year-old girl, and the voice actor is probably like 40 years old.
I'm here. Look at you. Did you bring me a little gift or a big one?
And Henry, he sounds like he's 9, when in Awakening they're all teenagers, young adults, and that really ruins the immersion.
All my best friends are crows. Need someone cursed. You don't think I'm scary, do you? Wanna play?
I already knew, and most Fire Emblem fans already knew, that the English voices weren't going to be good at all, so criticizing them is a little bit of a waste of time. Now for the art. Some of the characters' art does not fit them at all. One I noticed, like immediately, was Gunter. He has nice armor. The artist did a great job on his armor, but his face looks nothing like him. And the next one I really noticed was female Koren. Koren is obviously a shit fucking character, and the artist decided, let's put the least amount of effort into this drawing as possible, and pretty much copied the style of Artificial Academy 2. If you ever play that game, you'll see it right away. Most of these are just personal opinions, but it's really hard to have good art style when you hire so many different artists. It's kind of like a card game, like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of the cards look really well done, but some are very awful. The third issue I'd like to address is the issue of the double download, which is probably triple now, and re-rolling. When you first start the game, you download a little update. It's like 86 megabytes, I think. The next one's like over 300. And this is a really huge issue when you're re-rolling, because you have to download that, and depending on your internet speed, it could take a minute or 20. And if the servers are down, you have to sit there and wait for the error to go. And then after the abysmal waiting time, you're granted with the option of being blessed with a good roll or fucked by a bad roll. And if you don't have unlimited data, you are automatically discarded from having any fun in the game at all. Personally, I re-rolled 10 times on my main account, and I only got 1 5-star, which was a huge colossal waste of time, as I had to download everything. Even though I made a video on how to do it faster, but the emulator decided that it doesn't want to play your game, so it automatically shits on you. Another thing I'd like to add real quick is that if you want to upgrade a unit from 3 stars to 4 stars, 4 stars to 5 stars, it takes a colossal shit ton of resources, which seems pretty much impossible at the moment, as you only get 5 feathers, and you need 20,000 to upgrade a 4-star unit. Like, where the fuck do you even get this? And what the fuck were they thinking? And the fourth issue I'd like to bring up is the lack of characters, and the fact that there's too many characters from a certain series. First off, there's no Tellius characters, aka Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, and Radiant Dawn, which I have not played but I'm looking forward to, and Sacred Stones. They brought none of these characters, even though they're on the trailer. I know Ephraim, or not Ephraim, Erica was on them. I'm pretty sure Ike was, and I'm pretty sure he won the male poll, so it doesn't make much sense why that character that got the most votes is not in the game. And you have to wait for these characters to release, which means that you're wasting your orbs if you don't want those characters. But you want to play the game, so you feel forced to play it anyway. And there's way too many Fates and Awakening characters. I understand that these games save the series and all, but most of those characters are fucking awful. It's a really huge fuck you to longtime fans of the series, because they'll never get to see Sigrid or any of those characters for a long fucking time. The final reason I like to include this top 5 is the lack of content, which kind of ties in with all these reasons. But when you get to the end game, there's not much to do. You pretty much just play through the 9 chapters on harder difficulties, which doesn't take that much time, but it takes time waiting for stamina. And those later chapters can be impossible if you do not get good RNG. If you do not get one 5-star character in your role, you either have to spend some money or get very fucking lucky when you're playing through the first 20 chapters to get 20 orbs. And if you don't, well, good luck. You're fucked, and you probably have to start over. And if you already linked your Nintendo account, you're fucked again. There's probably going to be more content, obviously, which is another problem I experienced like Final Fantasy Record Keeper. They really should have prepared the game better for launch. Overall, the game is still pretty fun, but it's lacking in many parts, which will probably get updated later, but what the fuck is the point if your launch is weak? Which apparently Nintendo will never learn from, considering that the Switch is not that impressive either. But I look forward to the future Fire Emblems, especially the remake. But the Switch version, I have lack of faith, as Nintendo and Treehouse love destroying the fucking game via censorship and adding stupid shit to it. But hopefully Nintendo and Intelligent Systems can learn from their mistakes, and we'll see a brighter future for Fire Emblem. Hope you enjoyed my video, and I'd like to hear your thoughts below in the comment section. If you want to see more of my content, I might be doing a Fire Emblem playthrough soon, which will probably be Path of Radiance. Have a wonderful day.